Hello everyone, my name is Roya and today is another monthly recommendations video. So if you don't know, monthly recommendations was created by Between Chapters and Kayla Rain, and I will leave a link to the Goodreads group down below. So anyway, today's theme is empowering female leads. First, I'm going to talk about Alina from Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. Or Ken Follett, I heard somebody say at some point. I'm not sure. That might be the right pronunciation. But anyway, Alina. She is the daughter of an earl, and then basically everything gets taken from her. Like, not only is not only is her father killed and her home taken away and everything, but she and her brother are basically left destitute. Like, she doesn't even have clothing. Like, she is literally thrown out of her house in nothing but a cloak, and just her brother is along with her, and basically she finds a way in medieval times to rebuild herself and get her and her brother back on their feet and make a bunch of money. And she is just so brilliant and so clever and so determined and awesome. Next, we have Alana from Alana by Tamora Pierce, and she is seriously, like, she was my favorite character growing up. Like, I identify so much with her, and like when I was 10 and I first read this book, I was like, holy crap, she freaking rocks. This is a fantasy book about a girl named Alana who wants to be a knight, and her brother wants to be a mage or a sorcerer or whatever the hell he is. And so she is being sent off to be a lady, and so she and her brother switch places so that he can get sent off to the same like place that she was going to be sent off to be a lady, so that he can learn magic. So then he gets sent off as her brother to be a knight. And she, I don't know if you can hear all the pinging from my phone over there, but I guess I'm just getting like a ton of texts. It's probably my band. Alana is amazing. She does so much stuff and like is not afraid to risk her life, risk getting caught. She also really thinks on her feet a lot. Time that it seems like someone's gonna catch her and like figure out that she's a girl, she always comes up with something. One valuable lesson that Alana definitely taught me is that is not to worry too much about what could happen, but just deal with it when it happens, basically. Because she keeps thinking about, okay, what if somebody finds out that I'm a girl, or what if somebody asks me this or that, and like it seems like they're gonna figure out that I'm a girl, and then she says to herself, I'll just deal with it when it happens. And so like that's just such a good thing to always keep in mind, to like not worry overly much about something no matter what the situation is, but just deal with it as it comes. Next is a woman who is not the lead of this book, but she is one of like 6 people who's tied for being the lead, I guess, and that is Bron Lamia, or Lamia, I don't know how to pronounce her name, from Hyperion by Dan Simmons. She is a private investigator in a sci-fi setting. She is such a badass, even when she's pregnant. Even when, like, she reveals that she's pregnant, she seriously still goes off and, like, risks her life to save all these other people who she, like, barely cares about, but she just knows that she would rather someone did that for her than not if she were in their situation. Next is not one woman, but several, actually, in the same book, and that is Dies the Fire by S.M. Sterling. This book is so chock full of empowering female leads. It is insane. This is kind of Game of Thrones-esque in that there isn't just one main character or 2 or even 3. There are like 12, and a good chunk of them are women, especially later in the later books in the series, like especially the second, third, fourth ones. There, like, even more women play a predominant role in this, and They are all really amazing in so many different ways. They are all so empowering. Never is a woman in this book kind of just weak and like blah, ever. I swear to God. Like every single one of them is awesome. And yeah. Next, we have Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy series, and even though in the first like 2 or 3 books, Rose comes across as a very egotistical like child who just seriously needs, like, she just always feels like she has to have the last word all the time, and she just argues for the sake of arguing. But then by the third and fourth book, you can tell that when she says that she would die for her friends, she really does mean it. She really goes in there and risks dying to save her friends, because to her friends really do come first, and it's really amazing. And basically she like so not only is she empowering in the fact that like she was raised to be a fighter ever since she was little, but actually just the fact that like her morals and what friendship is to her is just makes her so strong. And next we have Vala Jarl from the Air Awakens series. This is the second book, Fire Falling, in which she becomes a badass. In the first book, she's kind of just, I don't know, like she doesn't really know what's going on and she hasn't experienced as much yet. But by the time we get to this one, like even just halfway through this one, she is so hardcore, and like she has changed so much for all the stuff that she's gone through. And then when some of her friends die, she really just will do anything to keep that from happening again. The plot of the story just throws setback after setback at her, and she just bounces back from every single one of them. And last but not least, we have Penryn from the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy. She is such a badass, I swear. Like, so similar to the last couple people I talked about, Penryn will like risk getting caught or risk getting killed for other people, and in some cases even if she doesn't know them really, like she still goes and saves them. And then she always has something up her sleeve. Like she always kind of knows what to do in case whatever her plan was like falls through or whatever. And she is a really, really awesome main character. Those are my favorite empowering female characters, or female leads rather. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!